G'day folks, here's my episode 2 of Forgotten CDs from the Shed. G'day folks, Jeff here, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing part 2 in our series of Forgotten CDs from the Shed. So, found 5 CDs that I vaguely remember, if not at all, some of them. I quite enjoyed doing the first episode of this. It was just sort of a quick sort of job. I've decided I'd only let myself listen to them twice, so it doesn't sort of, I don't know, not quite worm its way into my head, but I just want a fresher sort of take on them, so hopefully shorter reviews. I did get one comment about, can't believe I have so much crap that I'm saving, which is a fair point. And yeah, sometimes I do think, well, maybe I should get rid of some of this, so I've decided to get rid of a bit of my stuff, not all of it, and I mean, part of what's in the shed are like doubles as well that I've got, or, you know, stuff I've got on record now as well. So not everything in the shed is absolute dog shit, so, but some of it is. But I just decided to get rid of a few black metal ones that I wasn't really a huge fan of, so got a good source lined up for that one to receive them. So yeah, I figure, and I mean, of that last one, that IDK one, someone put their hand up, so I'll be sending that off to America somewhere, I think, so I'll get around to that soon, mate. At any rate, let's get into it. Here's, the first one we're going with is Open. Now, I have no idea where I got this from. Well, actually, I know exactly where I got it from. It's got a Revolution CD sticker on the back. I'd say, which was a second-hand store in Canberra that I bought a lot of stuff from over the years, so yeah, I'm hoping I paid very little money for this. I know I bought it for the cover, basically, because I will put it up big full screen because it's a shocker. The worst font. It's the band is called Open. They're a Dutch sort of murky death metal sort of band. I was kind of hoping they'd be crapper in some ways, but and the album was called not Long Live the Pope, but Long HIV the Pope, as if HIV is a variation on live. I thought it was, well, I actually had already picked on doing this before today when the new Pope was announced. So as you can see, there's like a nuclear explosion with what is it, St. Peter's or whatever in Rome at the Vatican blowing up. So these boys are not fans of religion, that's for sure. There's some really interesting design choices on this as well. So, and yeah, I just obviously I do like picking CDs with really ridiculous covers, and well, the back's just yet more explosions and the like. So I couldn't resist on this. I don't think I had listened to this until recently at all. I was kind of hoping this would be awful, but it's not as crap as I hoped, really. So it's pretty much Dutch death metal. This is from, 2001. This came out on So It Is Done Productions, apparently. This is their only album. It's just sort of pretty dense sort of sound, good chunky guitars. Some of the lead guitar work's a little iffy, you could say. So, yeah, it ain't perfect, that's for sure. The vocals on this are pretty good. They're a really deep sort of growl. I mean, they are Dutch after all, so they've got a bit of pedigree there. And yeah, the first song is Long HIV the Pope. Still can't get over that. What is it, Roar? I think the third song has got like this kind of bouncy, groovy riff. Reminds me of Groin Churn, like South African grind band for some reason. There's a hint of grind on this, but it's mostly just normal sort of early 2000s death metal. Nothing super fast or super slow or anything. I think it's Our Rock Fuck. That is the fourth track. Is one of the better songs on here. It's got some screen vocals instead of just the growls. And it's just got some different sort of style riffing. What is it? Screams of Pain. Oh, I cannot take that seriously. It's got the, what is it, a Jew harp? Like the mouth harp, that boing boing sort of sound that I think Enslaved use all the time. Can't take it seriously at all. I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but it just reminds me of, what's it, Magic Roundabout or some kids show where there was Zebedee or something stupid like that. It always had this stupid bouncy, it's like some bouncing puppet or something, and had that mouth harp sort of sound, and it just, I can't picture anything else. So whenever any band uses it, no matter how bloody cool they are, like Enslaved, it just makes me laugh. The lyrics are interesting, and I think its song about self-hate is, really a bit too personal. It's just about self-loathing and so on. It's like, yeah, a bit of an overshare there, mate. Illness, for some reason, the song has didgeridoo at the start of it. So overall, it's not bad. It has some clunky sort of bits in it, but yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought, actually. I do wonder if they had actually done any demos or anything before this. This is it on Metal Archives and Discogs, so can't find a single thing else about it. I'm not even sure if I'll be able to find MP3s to let you hear it at any rate. So yeah, it's and the last song is the word outro in reverse, so ORTUO, ooh, evil, and it's in reverse, like they reversed the music, which is obviously about 50 seconds of one of the other songs. Nowhere near as cool as Misery when they did their whole album on Revel in Blasphemy, but yeah, so this is still going back in the shed, but with less scorn. Let's just put it that way. But I'll still bring it out for laughing at stupid album cover videos, that's for sure. All right, next up. This is another Revolution CD one. I assume I bought this because it has King Fowley in it. This is October 31 with their The Fire Awaits You album. It's their first album, I believe. This came out on RIP Records. So yeah, this is King Fowley from Deceased. It's also got... Well, he's on vocals and drums. It's also got, I don't know who the guitarist is, but the bass player is in Revelation and While Heaven Wept and Twisted Tower Dire as well. So he's got some pedigree as well. So this is essentially old school heavy metal, a bit of nwobm thrown in, a bit of thrash at times. So it doesn't really sound like Deceased very much at all, to tell the truth. And King himself sounds a bit less gruff than his usual sort of Deceased style. He tries a few different styles here. Not all of them work, I've got to say. When you get 8 songs. There's one of them's an instrumental. Vindication is an instrumental, which is... It's not short either. It's like 4 or 5 minutes. And it's good because it allows King to do some, reasonably fancy drumming on it. But yeah, it's kind of lacking without vocals, to tell the truth. I don't know why they didn't put some on at any rate. I do quite like Salem's Curse, the second song. It's it's kind of a doomier sort of one, a bit like Solitude Eternus. He's no Robert Lowe, but he gives it a shot. And there's what was it? I think track 4 is Prelude / Lost City, so it's got a nice intro, which is all right. But Lost City itself is, I don't like the voice that he uses particularly on it. I don't think it's just a bit too mellow for his sort of style, and he doesn't quite work it properly. Voyage to Identity is a nice sort of ripper song. It's got a cover of Day of the Saxons by, Witch Killer, which, I don't know, but it's a Canadian band from all reports. But, yeah, good, cool album cover, so I'm tempted to check them out. Sorry, I should show you the insides and the like. It's a rather bright CD. You do get lyrics and so on in there, which are nothing special, but I do like it. He dedicates every song to... let me just get my phone and actually produce a bit of light, because this is very friggin' dark. I like... what is it? Yeah, Vindication, the instrumental, is dedicated to hatred of all posers and fake metalers who ruin it for others. Death to... What is it? Death to you true pussies. So... I think they had fun making this. Apparently there's like 2 or 3 other albums that are... Well, the second one is, from all reports, better than this one. So I might track them down. I quite enjoyed this. It was not what I was expecting. As I said, I might have listened to it when I first got it, but not for a long bloody time. So, yeah, not bad at all. This actually really does sound like it could have come out in 1984. Like, it's pretty decent production. Not amazing, but still pretty bloody good. So, yeah, that's October 31. All right, next up, let me just scroll my crappy notes. Next up is Capricorns with Rudiform's Survive. This came out in 2005 on Rise Above Records, I think. Say Rise Above? Yes. Which is probably why I bought it, really. I either bought it because it's on Rise Above, or I thought it was the other band, Capricorn, which I think is like, black metal band with a dude from, I don't know, Graveland or whatever. Which... I kind of thought I did own that album. Maybe not. So yeah, this is actually from London. There's sort of like proggy stoner sludge kind of stuff. When this started, as I said, I've only listened to it twice. When it started, it was sort of going on for a while. I'm like, well, I wonder if this is instrumental. And at that exact point, I was looking at them on Discogs, and instrumental band. They do actually have vocals on one song. The third song has Eugene from Oxbow singing on it, and he's going pretty crazy sort of style on it. There's a lot going on with his vocals on that, that's for sure. I don't really remember Oxbow. I don't own any, but old mate Andy might have had some. So I don't know if that's what Eugene always sounds like, or if he just put on a weird show for good old Capricorns. This is good when it's heavy, but has a lot of mellow, pensive sort of bits that just don't really do it for me, to tell the truth. And with the lack of vocals, those bits are even more boring. So yeah, I think they could have had some vocals. I think these guys are split now. There's like another album after this. So what is it? All the track listings are weird. They've got like 1977, Blood for Papa, 1909, A Predator Among Us. 1969. So they don't have lyrics because it's instrumental. So don't really know what those are about. 1969, A Predator. Anyway, very personal, no doubt. So yeah, this is not a giant amount to show particularly. There's just some writing on the inside as well. So yeah, track 4, whatever that's called, is a bit more lively, keeps you a bit more interested. They do quite well when they do it. Like I think track 5 is a 12-minute bloody epic, but it's actually the most upbeat song there and kind of definitely keeps your interest. And track 6 has got like nice heavy sort of riff in it, so not bad. I think I got spoiled by the second song's a bit mellow maybe or something. So, and even the last song has like a riff that I swear is from the one Arch Enemy song that I like, We Will Rise or whatever it's called. I don't know, I just like the melody in it, that repeated bit in that. No, I don't know. I really doubt that Capricorn stole it from Arch Enemy or the other way around. I think this is actually after Arch Enemy. So yeah, it's not quite what I was expecting. I figured on Rise Above it'd probably be heavy as buggery, just nasty, horrible doom, and it's got a bit of doom, bit of stonery sort of stuff, but yeah, it's not bad. It's still going back in the shed though. Alright, next up, one that's definitely going back in the shed, let's just preface it like that. This is Blood from the Soul with To Spite the Gland That Bleeds. Breeds. Oops. This came out on Earache Records, which is probably the sole reason I bought it. I bought it from Beat Disc Records in Parramatta for some total of $5, and I still feel a bit ripped off with that. So yeah, this is Shane Embry's from Napalm Death. His band with Lou from Sick of It All on vocals and Shane on everything else. So I don't know if I'd ever heard this before I actually bought it. I probably should have. And for starters, we'll just bag out that ridiculously shit album cover. It doesn't really get much better when you fold it out, or maybe I don't even know what that is. If you know what it is, tell me in the comments. It looks like a seal or something. Oh no, they look like sort of vaguely human eyes. Anyway, it's shit. Bodgy font. Friggin' just plain written. Nah. This is pretty crap. I assumed, before I put this on, I wrote notes saying, I assume this is Diatribe's era Napalm Death with a bit of hardcore sort of feel. And it kind of is. Like, this is 1983, so it's actually around I think it's just before they did Fear, Emptiness, Despair. Essentially, this sounds like Meat Hook Seed, so industrial groove metal sort of stuff, with Lou from Sick of It All sounding like Lou from Sick of It All, or Sick of It All over the top. So, yeah, it's a pretty average combination, to tell the truth. I do have that first. Well, actually, I think I have the second Meat Hook Seed album as well, which is actually even worse. Maybe I should do that on one of these. That one's definitely in the shed, I'd say. But the first one had its moments, but this is sort of like a more boring version of that. This is obviously highly influenced by Godflesh and also Scorn as well, like early Scorn. This did come out around sort of after Pure and after Colossus, the second Scorn album. So you could tell they're definitely going for that sort of style, but yeah, really not succeeding, to tell the truth. Sound is pretty good, but the songs are just boring, really. Lou sounds totally out of place. I mean, he sounds great and sick of it all, but on this he's singing too slow, so it doesn't really sound all that great. Apparently they did a second album as well in, 2020 with Jacob from Converge on vocals, and maybe like that Dirk, whatever his name is, from Megadeth and about a billion other bands. So I haven't listened to that. I think I'll give it a go just to satisfy my curiosity. But yeah, this one, yeah, I won't be listening to this again soon. What do you get, about like 10 songs, and one of them, what is it? Nature's Hole is just an even slower version, and it's just a snooze fest. They have the sound right. They just don't write that interesting of songs, and just Godflesh do it a shitload better. The only real song that I actually slightly enjoyed was Suspension of My Disbelief, only because it was a faster sort of beat on it. Yeah, other than that, it's just not heavy enough, not industrial enough. Cover's awful. Back to the Lock with you, Nessa. All right. And last but not least, another one that I really doubt I'd listen to this much at all, possibly. And I don't actually, it has no stickers on it, so I'd say I probably got this from JB Hi-Fi, probably where I got that Capricorns one as well. It's like a chain store in Australia where they have, well, they have very minimal amount of CDs these days, I got to say. But in the past, they had a lot, and they'd put them on sale pretty regularly, and I'd go berserk and buy anything that looked metal. And this one definitely looks metal. This is Belmez with Sectum, something like that. This is from 1995. This is, it says 95 on the back. Yeah, this came out on Napalm Records, so it's a pretty early Napalm one. What do we got? 16, so yeah, pretty early in the piece. So this is German black metal. It's a one-man band. This is their second album of 3. It's the dude Zwerg, who was in Eminence? I don't know. A band I'm not familiar with, but as you can tell from the cover, pretty damn black metal. So, yeah, this is interesting. I started this off as like, evil, spooky soundscape sort of thing, a bit of bell, and then it kicks in with this drum machine that just sounds freaking awful. And these weird, really raspy vocals. I actually really like his sort of evil goblin style vocals. They actually work really well. And the other thing you would notice straight away is just solos everywhere. On the first song, they're like, I was listening to it on headphones, it was like panning left and right. I'm like, ooh. And yeah, it's good, but also terrible with that drum machine. I turned it up actually after a while just to see if I was missing something. It was just, the guitars are sort of muted as hell, totally dominated by the drum machine. I mean, the drum machine's not quite like that, Goat Lord album level of absolute dog shit, but and they actually sound good on the slow songs. If any fast song on here, nah, all you can hear is just stupid and really not that great programming, I gotta say. But the second song is a doomier, slower sort of one with a mournful kind of solo over it, and with the imp vocals, it actually works really well. There's a batch of differing speeds that these guys have. I think it's the 6th song, Violin Nil Nockenkopf. That one, I quite enjoyed that. Which one was that? Oh yeah, it's a moody, sort of slower, melancholic sort of one. No, that works really well. These guys do have a bit of Bethlehem about them. I mean, they're German black metal, so they're probably reasonably familiar with Bethlehem. It doesn't sound exactly like him. It might also be the fact you can tell he's singing in German. I think, do you get lyrics in here? So, pretty old school looking. What do we get on the inside? Oh, yeah, lyrics and skulls. Anything exciting? All the evil woods. Oh, hey, old mate with a PC Rich looking tough. So yeah, there's some odd choices of songs. There's like the third song. By the third song was sort of growing on me, but then there's like this I swear I heard a Metallica riff in there. I couldn't pick which one it was, but I was like, wait a sec, isn't that Metallica? There's like a long sample song where it's all in German, so it means nothing to me. I'm sure it means something to people who speak German, of course. So some guy moaning, and I swear I heard the word ectoplasm, which is cool if I did, but yeah, that the drum machine just spoils it all. With real drumming, this would sound pretty bloody good, I reckon. Honestly, I was listening to this late at night and I was a bit tired. I fell asleep in my first listening of this. So I did give it a full listen, and it was beginning to drag by the end of it, to tell the truth. There's just a lot of solos on here. So I was kind of hoping this would be, really awesome. Oh my God, I've discovered a band everyone forgot about. But yeah, nah, it's still going back in the shed, unfortunately. So, but anyway, that's 5 CDs of shit from the shed, as it were. Let's see, are they all going back? Yeah, probably. That October, I might give that October 31 another listen or two, but overall the other one's a bit average. I think I'll do an Aussie version of this next time. I do have a lot of random Aussie CDs that I've either been sent or bought. Listen to that, what was it, Bellacore, one of their albums. Actually wasn't that bad. So, yeah, I might do an Aussie one of these, and I would say put in some requests, but no one knows what crap I've got in the shed, and I don't even know half the crap I've got in the shed, so I wonder how I could do it. Maybe I could take some photos of lots of crap in the shed and get people to pick them, but at any rate, I hope you enjoy these sort of ones. I had fun doing it, just quick and dirty sort of ones, so yeah, I'm not sure what my next video will be. I'm planning on doing a retrospective label one soon, but still waiting on a couple in the mail, so anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.